wouldn't say that it's like dark. Going into the fourth book, oh my God, because this deserves to be a movie, not The Love Hypothesis, that I think is severely underhyped. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, hi, hello and welcome. My name is Kate and I'm just a hopeless romantic that loves to read. Today I am vouching for these 10 books that I have for you because I think that they are severely criminally underhyped. I feel like most of these books are by popular authors, and these books particularly within their catalogue is just overlooked. No one talks about them nearly as much as they should because they deserve so much more hype than what they're given. So I am here to do these books justice. So hopefully you can add some of these to your TBR and join in on the good time that I had. Like I said, some of these are from popular authors, some of these aren't. So hopefully you'll have a recommendation here that you've probably never heard of, or you might have seen once or twice but never really looked into it. So yeah, without further ado, grab a drink, get cozy, and let's get on into this video. So first up, we have a romantic suspense, and that is Bluebird Gold by Devney Perry. So this is on Kindle Unlimited, and it comes with a free audio that you can actually listen to as well, which I think is fantastic. So this is set in the 80s in a small town, Dalton, Montana. Our FMC actually had her estranged father pass away via an accident, and she has gone to like kind of clear up his cabin, his estate. And as she was kind of clearing everything up and going through all of his stuff, she has realized that he was on the hunt for some treasure and that his accident might not have actually been an accident. Then steps in Crossy Rains. He is the town sheriff. He is a single dad. He has a moat. Oh, he is delicious. He is so good. He is just so swoony. He just exudes protection. It is so good. So he is just there to help her kind of go through everything, and she ends up getting a teacher's role within the town and ends up being his son's teacher. So there's a cute little side connection between them two as well. This is very angsty. The swoon-worthy moments in this had my heart. The suspense was divine, but being thrown back into the 80s, I was like, whoa. Reading about it was something else, considering I'm a 90s kid, so there was something in there. But yeah, this was such a great romantic suspense and I highly recommend. Next is now a college ice hockey romance, and we have Collide by Bal Khabra. This is book one in her Off the Ice series. I freaking loved this. Our FMC, she is a grad student and she wants absolutely nothing to do with hockey players. However, her professor was like, look, if you want to get your PhD and all that, you need to actually go and do your sports science exercise with the hockey team, specifically the captain, Aiden. And he is just this sunshine golden retriever through and through. She's the black cat. It is so good, their dynamic. And this was such a funny book. And there were so many like just little quirky moments, and it was so angsty, it was spicy, but there was emotion and merit to it as well. I think this was such a well-written, well-rounded book, and the rest of the series just kind of flow on from there. Book two was a little bit more slower because our MMC is a bit more of a reserved kind of guy, but the third and fourth, so good. So yeah, if you are in like your off-campus kind of slump, or you don't really want to pick up the Maple Hill series that everyone else recommends, then I highly recommend this. Pick this up. Next, I have like a dark hockey romance, and that is Before We Came by Sloane St. James. This is book one in her Lake Hockey series. All of these books in this series are just, you just have so much rage and emotion in the first 100 pages. It's crazy. The second book I wasn't really a fan, but the third and fourth book, yeah, so they're all very different. The first book, though, our MMC had her mother pass away, and all of these secrets and her hidden identity kind of just came to light. So she was kind of had her whole like life uprooted pretty much, and she was trying to recalibrate with her family that she had. I really want you to go into this blind, but I'm just going to tell you, essentially she was kidnapped as a child, raised by this other woman somewhere else. And yeah, when she died, everything kind of uprooted our FMC's life and she found her family again. Her brother's best friend actually was the one that remembered her so much and was so down bad for her when they were kids. And he is now a 31-year-old ice hockey player, and he has been still yearning for her every single day. So when they're finally reunited and their connection and chemistry just kind of ignites, and he is just so patient. Like, he is only willing, like, he is so happy taking what she's willing to give him as she works through her new life and getting her shit together. It is so good. It's so good. I loved this so, so much. And I think that the darker kind of themes within it, both with what the FMC went through and then these two kind of what they're going through together, is so delicious. It's a cherry on top. And I wouldn't say that it's like dark. I think it's borderline dark theme / dark romance. Like, it's very beginner friendly, which is what I love and adore about this. But yeah, highly recommend this book. This series is really good, except for book 2 is really, really spicy. There was too much spice for me. But yeah, book 3 as well. Ooh, so good. That will have you raging. Now, for a STEM romance, the only person I can recommend is Ellie Hazelwood, but I think that this book is severely overlooked because of its kind of like sister book. So that's Love Theoretically. And yeah, this is like the sister book to Love Hypothesis, which is the one that blew up. But I think that this one here is so much better than Love Hypothesis, because Elsie and Jack's story, it's just so good. So Elsie, by day, she is a professor. By night, she's a fake girlfriend. Now, one of her clients has a brother. They just never really got along. Now, when she gets an interview at MIT for one of her dream jobs, Jack, the brother, stands in her way. He's the man is standing in her way from having her hopes and dreams achieved. So that's where the story kind of starts, and it takes off from there. But it's so angsty, so steamy, so swoony, like the yearning that Jack does for Elsie. Oh, it has me all giddy. Like, this man is the reason why I love yearning so much, and devotion. I think there's an age gap in here as well. It's so angsty. It's delicious. It's so good. It's reads so different to the Love Hypothesis. This is so much better. I highly recommend you guys picking this up if you have not, because this deserves to be a movie, not the Love Hypothesis, in my opinion. If you think the Love Hypothesis is better than this, then that's your opinion, and I will praise you for that. My opinion is this book way better. Now let's move on to a romantasy rec that I think is severely underrated, and it's just recently been finished. This is a god tier series for me. All right, it's about witches, but it's like set in a dark academia kind of setting with a murder mystery, and it's so good. We have Bewitched by Thalassa. So this is part of the Bewitched series. So we have Celine, our FMC. She wants to be a witch of this coven. However, she has like this thing with her magic that every time she uses it, she loses a memory. So the coven was like, well, you're a liability, so we need you to go out and do like a big ass magical quest, and we need you to go find your familiar. Sorry. So that's what she does. She gets on a plane. So there's this like voice string tugging at her magic presence, and it ends up bringing the plane down into the Amazon jungle, and she just follows it through the jungle. She meets her familiar, who is a grumpy Black Panther. He's so funny, even though he doesn't even talk in this. It's the best. Anyways, she comes across this tomb, and she can read it, and she ends up opening it, and then out pops Mammon, who is a 2,000-year-old sorcerer, and also calls her his wife. So there's a whole history there. It kind of goes on there. Like I said, murder mysteries. We have a lot of side characters, particularly like other species like werewolves and stuff. It's good. It's really, really good. But there is like a third book, or a 2.5 kind of prequel that happens 2,000 years before this. So what happens and how Mammon ended up in the tomb. It is so good. And it's just everything that you need. So when you read the first 2 books, then you read that prequel. Going into the 4th book, oh my God, mind blown. You have all the information you need just to dive in, and it is fantastic. I'm yet to read the last book though. It's only just come out, and I haven't been to the shops yet to go get it. But this is a god tier series of mine. If you love witches again, dark academia, murder mystery, pick this up. Also too, Mammon, super morally grey. Like, he unalives people at a drop of a hat, okay? He does not care. There is no ounce of care in this man, and it is hot, it is sexy, and the yearning, the things that this man has done for Celine. He started wars for her. He overtook lands for her. Like, It's giving Rhysand. It really is, but on an even deeper morally grey compass. Yeah, so good. You can see how much I love this book. I highly recommend it. It is also on Kindle Unlimited too. You literally have no excuse. Now moving back to a romantic suspense that is on Kindle Unlimited that I think is severely underhyped is Good Hands by Maggie Gates. So we have our FMC. She is a statistics, God, that's a big word, statistics professor, and she winds up counting cards at an Atlantic casino because her brother has to pay this mobster back some debt. Anyway, so she ends up counting cards, earning back the money, yada, yada, yada. Steps in our MMC. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. He works for this mob boss. He's a second in charge kind of person, second hand, right hand man. That's it, right hand man. He is a bouncer, covered in tattoos, but he has a hidden identity. He is not all that he says he is. Anyways, he ends up kidnapping her, taking her away. Things kind of unravel. Our FMC is a virgin. This is very much a cat and mouse book. There is just a lot of tension and angst that builds up in this. But yeah, the hidden identity aspect, you has your jaw on the ground. I didn't understand what was happening in the end. I was just going with the motions and just picking up what they were putting down. You know what I mean? It was so good. I was so caught off guard and I was on the edge of my seat. It was good. This was like the perfect balance of suspense and plot mixed in with swoony romance. Like, it was the perfect balance, and I cannot praise this book enough. Again, on Kindle Unlimited, you have no excuse. Go read it. Now, the next book, I highly recommend this author and this book on audio because it's just so much better. So we have Overruled by Lana Ferguson. If you specifically loved Suits, the TV show, and even more specifically Donna and Harvey's kind of dynamic, you are going to love this, okay? It was so funny. Our FMC and MMC are both high-profile kind of divorce lawyers, and they have been, you know, colleagues with benefits, I guess. You know, it's kind of like a hate to lovers, like rivals to lovers, but with benefits situation, except for the fact that he's always been pining and yearning for her. He's just been kind of waiting for her to see that he's the one for her. It's adorable. It's really good. But yeah, when they see each other on either side of the courtroom for their two clients, things kind of escalate from there and families get involved, work politics, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, the gestures and the swooniness of this man. Oh, so good. This is very spicy. Most of Lana Ferguson's stuff that I have been through, super steamy, super angsty, super spicy. Good time. They're very funny. A lot of banter within this. Like I said, if you loved Harvey and Donna, you're going to love these two. This was a really good time. I think that this one really should be hyped up thoroughly to the moon because this is probably one of Lana Ferguson's best works next to kind of The Fake Mate. I will not stop raving about this purely because I am a Suits fan as well, and I love the whole like lawyer situation because I haven't read too many books about lawyers, so this was good. And to get the courtroom settings as well, it just kept feeding me. It kept feeding me what I wanted, and it filled the hole that I had for this kind of like a lawyer workplace romance dynamic. And yeah, steamy, spicy, very funny, a lot of banter, loved it. Go give it a go. Next up, we're kind of going into like a retelling, dipping our toe back into kind of the darker themed romances. We have Burning Daylight by Emily McIntire. So this is a Romeo and Juliet retelling. So we have our FMC, one big family within the town. She has her life kind of curated for her, and she just has to stay within the lines of her lane that has been paved out for her. Our MMC Roman, he is the estranged heir. Like, he's had his identity hidden for a while. So these two meet under the pretenses of not actually knowing who each other was, but still having that chemistry, the spark and everything like that, and kept meeting up, kept having a good time. Then once he was forced into the spotlight by his family just to save the rivalry, I guess, and the ownership of the town and who's got the power. It's very political with the power plays and the family aspects between the two. Their relationship very quickly becomes dangerous. So this is on the chunkier side. There are a lot of side characters within this, but I think Emily McIntire curated this book so well that you're not overwhelmed by how many characters there are, but they're not forgettable because she gives you just enough detail for you to remember them and be invested in them as well. This was such a great book. And I think the second book to this kind of like Shakespeare retelling, I'm going to say it is, has come out recently. So I need to go pick that up. But yeah, I buddy read this with my friend Kaylee on TikTok and we both flew through this. Like we were doing 100 pages to 150 pages stints. I think we did this in like 3-4 days. We could not put it down. By the time we got to the 80%, our jaw was on the ground. Like we were like, what the is going on? And we could not put it down for the last 20% because we were rage reading because we needed to know what happened next, because she didn't even see it coming and she reads so much more than me. And she has read Emily McIntire books before as well, because I think Emily McIntire has done the fairy tale dark romance, like Hooked, Scarred, all of those sorts of things, those books, sorry. So this, I really did have a good time, and this was my first Emily McIntire book, and I will forever talk about it and recommend it because it was so good. Now, next is kind of cheating because it is a series by this author, but I think that no one talks about this series. Like, I hear absolutely no one talk about this series. Now, this is the first series this author came out with, and she is just pumping through the rest of the series, but I think I'm going to mention it because I actually really enjoyed this. So we have the Gold Rush Ranch series by Elsie Silver. So this is a horse racing kind of scene setting. So we have the first one, Billy and Vaughn. Billy, if you liked Willa from the Chestnut Springs series, you're going to love Billy because she's just as unhinged. And then you have grumpy ass Vaughn, co-owner of the ranch. Billy's a trainer. Things escalate from there. You also get like Off to the Races, the like kind of like novella of the ranch caretaker and how he kind of fell in love back in the day. And then we have Cole, which is Vaughn's brother, and then we have Billy Eaton. So you actually get some insight to the Eaton brothers before the Chestnut Spring series with this. He is ex-military, she is a jockey. It is just, it's so good. Very slow burn. Very much like a rivals to lovers, false proximity, so good. And then we have the front runner. So this is actually Stefan and Mira's book. Stefan is public enemy number 1. He owns another horse racing ranch. Mira is the town vet. She is also friends with the 2 girls, and he spends 80% of the book trying to convince her and everyone else that he is not the bad guy, even though he has been acting like a dick in the first 2 books. So it's really good. I loved it. And the ending, as cliche as it was, I throffed it. And then we have the last book, A False Start. So we have Stefan's younger sister, Nadia. And then we have Griffin, who works at the ranch. He kind of is very reserved. There's an age gap here. These 2 are very driven in themselves. And Nadia is so young that Griffin's like, you know what? I'm not going to stand in your way. You go do what you want to do. And if you come back, you come back. It's very much like the, if I let you go, I'll see if you come back. And she does it so beautiful. This, so much yearning and pining. If you love yearning and pining and silent love, this is for you. But yeah, this entire series, I think, is severely underrated and overlooked. And yeah, like everyone goes on about Chestnut Spring series and Rose Hill series and saying that they love Elsie Silver. It's like, have you gone back to where it all started? Have you? Because this is a good time. It's a fun time. It's a short time as well. It's not going to take you as long because I'm pretty sure these are all under 300 pages. Oh, actually, all under 400. Yeah. But yeah, highly recommend. And lastly, for the most underrated romantasy series that I have come across, because if you loved ACOTAR, specifically Nesta and Cassian's kind of dynamic, you are going to love this series. It's completed. It's on Kindle Unlimited, and there's a novella where you have the Blood and Steel series by Helen Shura, I think it is. So essentially where this starts off is that Athea, she is in a world where women can't be warriors because of some prophecy where one day a woman's going to come and she's going to wield a sword in one hand and shadows in the other. And so therefore they're just safety precautions, women aren't allowed to be warriors or hold steel. So essentially in this world there is a veil that is torn and monsters are coming through from like another realm. And then we have these ward swords. They're like God-gifted selected soldiers that have these big swords and powers, and they go off and defeat them anyways. She ends up saving the king's life. She ends up getting mentored by one of them. He is very grumpy. Wilder is just so grumpy and does not want anything to do with her. But she's like, no, I'm not backing down. You're training me because I want to be a warrior. I want to be just like you and I can do it. So there's a lot that happens. There's a lot of injuries. They nurse each other. They're there for each other. They have a lot of adventures together. There is a lot going on. And if you love found family and like, God, there's just one side character that is so flippin' funny. His name is Kip. I will never forget him. I'm pretty sure he's actually in like the spin-off series that she has from this that happens after with Athea's sister. But God, there's hidden identities in this. The found family is magical and wonderful. The world is so easy but yet so complex. The novella, I definitely just recommend reading that after the third book before you go into the last book. And then when you go into the last book, you have all your hopes and dreams and answers just thrown at you and some more that you didn't even realize you needed. Like you finished this series just so satisfied in how it ended, the characters, what happened. Like it's so good. There are cliffhangers here and there that you're just like, okay, next book. So good. But I think that's a perk of having it on Kindle Unlimited. You can just automatically go to the next book. So yeah, if you have not started this, if you have never heard of this, if you love McIntire again, Nesta and Cassian's dynamic, you're going to love this Grombie X. Sunshine, mentor-mentoree, fighting. It is so damn action-packed. I was thrilled by it. And yes, there are spice scenes within it. Like it is spicy, but it's not consuming the plot and it's not overtaking it. Like I feel like some romantasies, the spice really do overpower the plot because you get so excited for the spice, whereas the spice is just woven in perfectly within the plot itself that it really doesn't feel like you're reading a romantasy, which it is, but it feels like you are reading a fantasy and they're just sprinkling in the spice. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but sometimes that's how I feel with a lot of fantasy. But yeah, you can be the judgment of that. Yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend. So there you have it. Those were like the 10 books, I guess. One of them being a whole series, but I digress. I highly recommend them. They are severely, criminally underrated. They are overlooked with some of these authors, and I love them with my whole chest. A few of them I have reread already. I cannot recommend them enough, and they are so accessible with most of them being on Kindle Unlimited as well. So use your membership, pick them up, grab something new, even if you just pick them up as a palate cleanser, or if you're at the end of the month and you've been through your TBR or your hopefuls and you're like, what do I read next? Pick one of these up. Like, give it a go. Do yourself a favor. Give it a go. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll leave my handle on the screen. If you want to come and join the other platforms, there's Bookish Chaos over there that I love to dabble into. But yeah, guys, wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a great day or night, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.